Bless up from Jamaica. This is Randy here. Another late night session in Jamaica. Just decided to have a vibe and speak about growing. On the panel with me for now, I got Sungrown Trichromes. Say hey to everyone, Sungrown.
What's up, guys? Welcome. Late night.
Nice. And also we have Hollywood Solo. Bless up everybody, Hollywood.
What's up, everybody?
So there's feedback playing. So go right ahead, Hollywood. Ooh, seems like hopefully we didn't lose him. But yeah, for tonight's show we'll be talking about growing. My style of growing, Jamaican style of growing versus different style of growing in the States, Canada. Whoever comes on panel, it's just going to be a discussion where we're going to learn a lot and just have a good vibe. So, to kick things off, best up, Oogie Wawa, everything and all. And what's everyone smoking on tonight? Just give me a chat to see what's everyone buzzing on. And like I said, it's good to have you guys here. Also, shout out to a couple companies. Today I was going through my Instagram and I saw a couple glass companies, couple stuff that I really like. So shout out to LUXE products. Their description is in the link below. Shout out to Rough Cut Tools and shout out to Sesh Supplies. I love those pages. They're not my sponsors, but I love those pages. Give them a thumbs up, give them a like, give them a love, and follow them. Tell them that Randy sent you. So, Sungrown, yeah, we were talking about growing strains, and something I've never got to ask you is how long have you been growing?
Oh man, I've probably been growing since I first found some seeds in a bag of weed. It was just a natural instinct to try to plant the seed, and but as far as really putting my mind into it and reading books and things before the internet, it was in 2001, right about the time I got out of the military, and I got a couple books, a Mel Frank book, a Closet Cultivator book, and then a couple High Times. And I went from there, man, and just studied and studied. And, once again, got some really good cannabis from a friend that had some seeds in it. And from there, it took off. And I haven't looked back since. Been 17 years, and I've gone from indoor growing,
Wow.
from 12 1,000 watt light setups, 50 plant indoor cocoa hydroponic grows, to outdoor small grows, personal, just like I'm doing right now.
Nice. 17 years. I'm 24, so that's like what, 7 years when I was
Yeah, man. I mean,
years running around reading manual. That's a long hours because I have the guacberry and a couple other strains, and I'm gonna enjoy planting them here in Jamaica. I'm so excited. I almost got goosebumps. So thanks for the opportunity, and well, I'm glad that you decided to get that bag of seeds. I get that found that seed and decided to plant.
oh man, it was man, ever since I saw cannabis, and for me it was the smell, I think, that attracted me, and also hash. I'm a big, very, very big fan of the hash, and that's
Nice.
been my search ever since. Ever since my first hash experience, it's been a journey. It really has.
Do you like moon rock, sun grown?
You know what, man? I've never had a moon rock, man.
Moon
Because
rock is so amazing.
yeah, man. Like I'll go in the club and it'll be $20 for a gram of moon rocks or $20 for an eighth of flour, and I'll usually go with that eighth of flour. But
Right.
nah, man, I've yet to try them, man. I want to though.
Whenever
me
you get a
both.
chance, man, you should try it. It's really good, bro.
Yeah.
I usually like taking like a bowl of a different strand. Like say I got some Skywalker, I'll put some Skywalker in a blunt, and then I'll take like some moon rock, and I'll crush it up really small, man, and I'll line it across my blunt, and then I'll roll my blunt, and then I smoke it. That way, I'm smoking Skywalker Kush / OG. You know what I'm saying? I got that OG moon rock in there. There's different types of moon rock though, Sungrown.
Yeah.
Like there's different types, and like there's moon rock that's got like wax or resin on the outside of it, like lined on it. It's really nice, man.
Yeah, I mean that's what I heard. So it's like you'll get a bud, roll it in your oil, and then roll it in keef,
Mm-hmm.
right? Oh
Yeah.
man,
Yeah.
just
And
sounds
then if you want to, you can roll it in some shatter
Mm-hmm.
after that, right? Or like roll it in keef again and then put shatter over the keef. Like, man, that's the reason why I call it moon rock, because you'll be moon stepping.
I put my moon boots on.
I'm stepping so high, you want to move. Nice. Trust me, I'm interested in getting moon rocks myself. The guys be like, Randy, do you know how to make moon rocks? I'm like, yeah, I know the concept. We'll have to do it. I'm like, you're sure? You're sure? Like, are you ready for this in your life? Do you want to feel this high? Yeah, man, we're good. I'll be like, okay, do your thing. I'll make it. I'll make it for you. Last time I did that, everybody was lined out on a wall, buzzed and couldn't move.
I like edibles a lot. Like I'm a really big edible guy.
Yeah, man, me too. I have a really high tolerance though, man. I really need man, I really need to get my butt kicked when it comes to edibles, or I can eat, I can eat a whole way too much sometimes because I don't know, man. What's your guys' experience with that?
With edibles?
Mm-hmm.
Like the first time I ever did edibles, man, like it was someone made a batch of brownies, right? And they were good, right? I didn't know they had no cannabis in them at all. Like I didn't know that at all. And I was eating my first brownie, and like my sister told me, she's like, "That's got cannabis in it." I'm like, "Okay, that's cool." I said, "I don't really taste it, I ain't getting high, so obviously it's not working. Like obviously you didn't put enough in there or something." And then like I started eating like a second one. That was like the wrong thing to do, man, because halfway through that second one, I had to sit down, bro. Like that was my very first experience with edibles, and then like after that, like it started getting easier on me. You know what I mean? Like it didn't hit me as bad. But I like peanut butter and like stuff like that, like everyday edibles you could use. You know what I'm saying? Like you put some peanut butter on your toast in the morning.
Yeah.
You go eat you some Rice Krispie treats. Unzip them from the bag, eat them. Whatever, just sit around, chill, watch a cartoon, eat some edibles, man.
Get away from kids. They look yummy. These tricks aren't for kids. These tricks
Right.
ain't for kids.
Right.
So my experience with edibles, it's a bittersweet experience. Then the fact that I got that buzz, I really got that buzz. I have two stories with edibles per se. The first story was university. Was a Thursday, had nothing to do, so went on the girls' dorm after lunch with the guys. Someone baked edibles, and for me, first time experiencing edibles, yeah, going in, munchies kicking me, and like, yeah, first one, second one, third one, grabbed a cookie. So it was like 3 brownies and 2 cookies. And then they were like, there's weed in it. I'm like, I can manage my own. I'm hungry. feed me. Half an hour afterwards, I kid you not, I was filled, but half an hour afterwards, went down to the barn area or recreational area. They were having some Red Bull event. I just remember talking to the Red Bull girl because I thought she was cute and getting a Red Bull. I don't remember anything afterwards. I heard I was the hit of the parties, but I don't recall being at the parties. What I love about edibles, they work, but the bitter part about it, they have that delayed effect. They don't hit you, they creep up on you. They'll be like, yeah, don't seep in your bloodstream and then wait on you to you out. So it's a thing that I would like to have edibles in the case that I can't go around smoking because there's non-smoking areas here. But not a lot of people know how to make it properly. So having a gummy bear is that one gummy bear will have you medicated.
Yeah. Yeah, man, you're right. I mean, it is, you know, when you're eating an edible, it's more of a psychedelic experience a little bit. It comes from within. Like, it's not like this. It's different than smoking. Totally different. And you know, there's a reason behind that. I mean, your liver, when you ingest cannabis, your liver produces a chemical called 11-hydroxy metabolite, which is really close to you know, like an LSD experience. And that's one reason why if anybody out there, don't give your dogs weed, because they will get seriously fucked up, because dogs' livers do not. It's not like us, man. You can really seriously fuck your dog up if you let them eat weed or give them some. You gotta give them a little bit. That's just a public advisory. Trust me, I know. I've been years of testing.
Oh, poor. I wouldn't say poor dog. I would love to be your tester, but poor dog. Poor dog.
Well, man, you know, it was my neighbor's dog, because I'd made, what we used to do is we would go down to Mexico and we go surfing and camping and go to a 3-day music event. And when you're coming back into America from Mexico, you don't want to bring anything with you. So we would make a big breakfast that morning with bacon, get all the grease, throw everybody that had herb, you throw it in the bacon grease. You let it sit, and then you cook your eggs with the bacon grease that's infused with the cannabis. And you come back over. Now, I did this one morning at home. My eggs didn't turn out good, so I gave it to my neighbor's dog. And within an hour, he was he was a rag doll. He was laid out. He wouldn't move. The kids were on a trampoline. This poor dog was in the middle of the trampoline. He looked like a rag doll. You know, but that being said, the next morning I go outside to have my morning toke and a coffee, and the dog is right there at the gates. Like, hey, what's up? What's up, bro? You got any more of them eggs?
Yeah, he was just too high to move, son, girl.
Yeah, man, he's probably gonna live till he's like 23, man.
And then when he got up, he had the munchies.
Oh, big time.
Oh, boy. That dog must have been happy afterwards. Like, oh my God, he's telling his friends, eggs. Sure, there was some special eggs.
Sure, I mean, you know, and I've done a little tinctures here and there with my dog. It's an older, have an older golden retriever who's almost 13, and you know, you give them a little too much, man, they'll be out for a few days, just lethargic. You really got to take it easy with the dogs, man.
That's true.
And that's
one thing I learned with edibles regarding the consumption. This is from my biology point of view as well. When we break down the edibles, the stuff containing the THC, remember, it secretes juices, goes down into intestines. a how should I put it? More diffusible substance. When you smoke it, not every THC molecule is absorbed by the lungs because you breathe out. But when you're eating it, it has nowhere to go. So you're getting that gram, you're getting that zero point 0.5, you're getting all of that in your bloodstream. And let it be noted, your blood travels everywhere. So even your toe will have THC. So that heavier hit, that heavier effect is due to your body absorbing it through a ready medium that won't waste the THC. So you're getting everything.
Mhm. Yeah, there is something to be said about microdosing. That's something I've been learning about here recently, especially as I've been getting older and meeting other people who do it. Is they just take a little bit every single day. Every day they ingest just a little bit to where their body eventually builds up to where you will always kind of have a sustained amount in
So
in your system to help you.
it's true. Like with people that have a high tolerance after a while, they got to be stepping up the game to get that high. But I think with proper dosage, you can just have that steady level where you're just feeling that
Yeah.
vibe all day long.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
going to some shout outs with people in chat. Bless up to everyone that's here. So going to start from the top. Bless up to Zebra Man Reefer 420 Farm. Bless up to Surrounded by Keith. Bless up to Palmside. Bless up to Ben Inya. Bless up to Angel Studios. Darsley Squad, if I said it properly. Bless up. Bless up to Leslie. Good seeing you, love. Bless up to Tricky. Tricky, thanks for being here. Blazing 710 420. Bless up to you, my brother. Yard
Much
Militia.
love,
Bless
man.
up. Yeah. Bless up to.
Big names in the chat. Big names coming in.
Oh
They're,
yeah.
they're, they're basically family. They're not even big names. They're just family. So I'm like saying
Yeah,
hi to
yeah.
family.
Yeah, man. Much love. Much love.
Busy Go Innovations. If I said that properly, do not crucify me. Who else is in here? Bless up to Landon here. Genetics. Bless up, brother. And who else? Devil's Harvest. Bless up to you. Charity. Bless up to you, brother. Bless up from Jamaica. Bless up to Nug. Assassin Nug. Hollywood Solo wants to speak to you about some business. So hit him up afterwards.
We
Bless
already
up.
talked, Randy.
Nice.
Yeah, we already talked about it, bro.
Nice. Good.
Thank you
Just
though
wanted
for
to get the
looking out.
message.
Sorry.
Oh, wait. Who else is here? Bless up Cannabis Love. Much love to the cannabis. Yes. Betty Crocker. I'll go on Empress. Bless up to you. Thanks for showing your face. Thanks for showing some love. Who else? Did I get everyone? I think that's everyone for now. So bless up to everyone that's in chat. Bless up for being here. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. And as said, what's everyone smoking on? I don't even know where my joint is. And again, I don't even know where my light is.
Man, I've
So
been really liking this little vapor pen here recently. Really nice. A little sativa, a little CO2 oil in here. Not too bad.
not too bad at all. I want to start making dabs and oils and stuff, but in all honesty, I'm not gonna mess with DHO too much. I know it's dangerous. I know I breathe fire for entertainment and a side job, but I don't feel like I should turn the next avatar. And they're from Jamaica. No, no, I get burnt. I get burnt.
And it's hard in Jamaica. It's hard to make a hash, or it's hard to make a good bubble hash or a good dry sift because of the humidity. That's been a problem for a long time for people going down there and trying to make a really good quality hash. And like the bubble man's been going down there for 20 plus years.
Yes.
And
Coming down to
that's
Jamaica, came last cannabis cup and basically wiped our faces with the cup. Like, yeah, yeah, I just came down to see what you. I'm like, can't blame him. He came down, saw something that was not being utilized, and he utilized it. So it's not really per se hard because I've made canna butter, I've made tinctures, cannabis,
hmm
coconut oil. It's not hard, but the equipment is not readily available.
hmm
Two, we don't got that good grade butane or that good grade whatever, but we can get the natural stuff and it comes onto the oil and butter. Of new age stuff coming in and we're slowly adapting because not a lot of people do it, so it's not the trend right now.
yeah,
Slowly that may be the case where a lot of the younger kids like myself, I'm 23, so I consider myself still a kid. The younger individuals, they're going to be interested, they're going to be learning about dabs, they're going to be hitting up a rig and all that stuff. So given time, things take
yeah, man.
time. So given the time in
Yeah, and
Jamaica, you're gonna walk around and see even bamboo.
yeah, it's really going to be interesting. I mean, because it's only been, I don't know, maybe 12, 15 years since a lot of those early flowering strains have been introduced down into Jamaica.
That's
So
true. Guys,
we're
especially the
just
farmers.
starting to see that. We're just starting to see the harvests and the early harvests come out and the different, no longer are the growers waiting 12 or 4 months. Now they're only waiting maybe up to 2 months in flower.
Nah. I like it old school. I ain't
Where
gonna lie.
right? Oh yeah, yeah, hey man, me too, me too. And you know what? I almost sent you down some of these. My first breeding project. Well, it was really my second breeding project, but I bred a Mexican landrace, a purple Mexican with a green crack,
Oh, that's
and I
nice.
thought, yeah, man, and I thought that well, it definitely works good down in the tropical environments because I grew it out in San Antonio, Texas, which gets a little bit of that tropical bump. Not as much as you get it down there, but it's got enough sativa in it that it really flourishes, man. That's an untested strain,
I
but
think there's
man,
for the sativa. Sadly, because of the growth time, we have a lot of people growing a lot of indicas down here, so sativa gets drowned out. But trust me, when you have a sativa and you grow that properly, and it hits that Jamaican sun just so right.
hmm
Trust me, you're gonna be smelling that a mile away, and then by the time you're near the plant, you'll be like,
yeah,
I
yeah,
want to
man, you said
smoke
it.
you, but I'm afraid I might not be able to do anything afterwards. Yeah, the sativas work well down here because of the light intensity where they grow. For me personally, I like a sativa over indica any day. Indicas are for when I want to really and truly just relax. Sativas, I want to get going. I want to keep going. I don't want to be that lazy high.
hmm Yeah,
Not
definitely,
saying
man.
it's bad being lazy high. Just saying, like, you know what? I want to go outside. Well, it's kind of hot now. This couch is nice. Ooh, potato chips. Yeah. No, seriously, that was me once. Like, oh God, I want to go outside. It looks nice. But I don't want to move. My body does not want to move. But, I'm gonna try and pronounce this properly. I need to pronounce it properly. Bizigo Innovations. Hopefully that's it. Bizigo
Yes.
Innovation says to build a press. Trust me, that's on the list of things to do. If I don't get one, I'm gonna try and build one. And I'm not using my girlfriend's flat irons. Nope, she would kill me.
Yeah, man, they're so easy to crack, man. I've cracked already two of my wife's flat iron. It's like, why is this cracked? I don't know. Maybe I've been putting so much pressure on it with my clamp.
It crystallized. Maybe it's old like that. You know, we got a lot of chlorine in the air now with all this global warming.
You know, that is fun though. You know, I did get a chance to play around with fresh buds, trying to press a fresh bud, trying to press a fresh frozen bud, and then pressing dried buds. You know, it's actually kind of it's very interesting to do. You know, it's neat that we're just all learning this again, because I'm sure they did this a long time ago, and it's neat how it's just all coming back.
Very back in the hippie days.
I know, no way. I'm talking before that. I'm talking back in the days, man, when people were probably taking pounds and pressing it.
Right.
Right. Yeah. I'm talking. Yes. I'm talking. I mean, you know, I'm talking almost like biblical times. You know.
Let me ask you a question, son, bro.
What's up?
Oh, go ahead, Randy. I'm sorry, man.
I was saying that. Sorry about the background.
What was the difference between a regular press and a freezer press? Like, was there a major difference? I mean, what was the pros and cons of both?
Yeah, the fresh frozen, the fresh frozen was nice. It was pressing out, and I was getting a little bit of a return as far as a little bit of oil. The fresh cut right off the plant, way too much moisture built up in there, so you lose your oil in the water and all this vaporation that's going on, because you know you're pressing a fresh plant. It just wasn't working out.
Right.
But the best was a nice cured bud.
Right.
As far as pressing flowers go. But you know, dry sift, keef, and bubble hash, that's a total different thing there, man.
Right.
That's when you start seeing some craziness.
That's what's up, man. I appreciate you answering that for me, bro.
Oh yeah.
For us down here, when it comes on to like hash making, we usually throw that like the ounces in the deep freezer. Let's throw them in the deep freezer for a good week. Cold, frozen, icy. Then we get dry ice, we shiv, we butane, we extract with alcohol. Find that it works better for us because the trichomes, those heads of those little stuff, get cool. So while you're shiving, it's basically doing the work for you. Prepping your stuff actually makes it better, makes it easier, and you get the best quality. So for me, throw it in the deep freezer. Week afterwards, shiving, everything falls out. You, depending on the screen as well, you may have some bad material, but got the right screen, prepped it properly, you're good to go.
Yeah, man. I'm a big fan of, especially dry sieving, like, you know, something like this. This is guess my 110. And you're right, Randy. Yeah, you know, throwing it in the freezer after it's cured, and then running it over a screen or extracting it is definitely, man, nice, man. Because those trichomes just come right off of the vegetative material, I guess you'd say, when it's in the freezer.
Yes. I am most definitely gonna make a very nice treat for you when you come here, Trichrome. You're gonna get an edible per se. Edible. You're gonna like this edible. Max, are you allergic to peanuts or any nut-related family?
No, man. I love everything. I got no boundaries.
Okay, so I'm gonna get cashew. I'm gonna get Jamaican peanuts. Like I have a
Yeah.
friend, he grows peanuts.
Hmm.
Like he just picks them and I get them raw in a bag. So we have this thing called drops. So it's basically sugar. You heat up the sugar, you make it all caramel and runny and all that good stuff. You do mint or whatever spice, you do that. If it's your preference, you pick and choose. Then you get the peanuts or the cashews or whatever. You put that in. You get if you're using for us the coconut oil straight from the coconut, the natural one. Pour a little canna there. Pour a little canna butter. If you have your tincture, pour it in there. So you all that cook up for about 5 minutes. Then you just have your sheets of parchment or baking tray. And you just pour it out. So you're pouring out the sugar, mixed with the peanuts, mixed with the weed. Then you let that cool. Then it becomes hard. Not too hard, but hard that it's crumbly chewy. That's called a drop. Drops. Jamaican drops.
Mm.
So imagine that would be. We made that. We sold out. People fucked up. Got people happy. But it was. I enjoyed it. At a point in time, I was licking out the bowl.
It's very, very interesting. The fresh peanut oil extraction is probably something that no one I've never heard anyone of doing that.
Yeah,
Right?
sometimes just
That's
we just get the peanut. We
yeah.
basically get the peanuts with the sugar and everything. So you just have peanuts
Hmm.
sticking out, and while you're eating, you're having that peanut oil, that cannabis oil, that coconut oil, all mixed up with natural sugar.
Man, sounds good.
Oh yeah, that'd be definitely something interesting to see, Brandy.
Yeah, I think I might be going in the kitchen with you guys. You guys got me showcased a lot.
You
Yeah,
should, man. You should. You should. It's a great
recipes with
idea.
weed in it. That would be nice.
Yeah,
Nice situation.
there needs to be more people showing off their cooking skills. That's for sure. You know, in our community. You know,
Right.
hey, come on, man. We all got to eat. Come on.
Yeah.
Somebody put a video
Honestly,
up. Teach us something.
hey guys, I came out there with this bacon-filled cannabis infused. Oh my God, recipe with you in a chef hat. No, if I gonna get that chef hat, it has to have a leaf on it. It has to have that lucky leaf on it. And
Yep.
we're not talking the four leaf clover people. We're talking that super lucky leaf. It would be nice. I think
Yeah.
Rough House
Yeah.
Studio does something like that. Infuse baking and cooking with cannabis. That's nice.
Yeah. It is, man. I
Another
mean,
recipe.
there's a few people out there that have put some informative material out, but there's nobody doing like a dedicated weekly kind of cooking show.
Yeah. That'd definitely be interesting.
Yeah, man. I mean,
Yeah, that would be nice.
yeah, I mean, because like I'd like to see them get away from the sweets and get more into like regular foods and stuff. That's what I'm interested in. I mean, man, because we all got the brownies and the cookies and everything else, but it'd be neat to see it get into
The healthier
like
foods.
yeah, like a chef, like somebody like you guys know Mauti, the European from Europe. He's from the UK. Dude's named Mauti. He's a 420. He's in the 420 community. Awesome chef, man. World class UK chef. Somebody like that is what we need.
Yeah.
Showing us some cannabis infused dishes.
I was even thinking of like we instead of spinach, we don't really call it spinach. We have this I don't know if it's off the spinach family per se. We call it callaloo.
Mm.
Nice to infuse some callaloo, some it's codfish. We call it saltfish. So it's like salted codfish. So
Mm-hmm.
just infuse that with some nice coconut cannabis oil and just let it steam with it. Because we how we cook our stuff like our greens, we steam most of our greens. So it'd be nice to have like greens with the cannabis oil or butter infused in it. Chicken breast with a cannabis sauce, and then you just have a random dessert just to top it all off. I would watch that. I may get the munchies while watching that, but trust me, I would watch that.
And do you guys have do you have like a weekly market there, Randy? Like a place where you guys where you can go and buy vegetables and meat and fruits and different things, like a farmer's market type thing?
Yes, yes, we
Yeah,
do. In the
nice.
center of most cities, I should say, because Mandeville is a city, but the major market for Kingston is downtown. Let it be noted, Jamaica software is known for having its all natural ground produce. We got our tomatoes, our scallion, our yam, our sweet potatoes, our Irish potatoes, pumpkin. We got almost everything. So we have the farmers market, a farmers market where you get everything. And you have so
Yeah.
many options because growing your own food is a way of life in Jamaica. It's a way of earning. It's a way of just basically eating.
Yeah, man, that's something I really miss. I mean, I picked that up when I was living in Europe, but there was always a daily market where you could go and get fresh fish, fresh vegetables, fresh food, fresh cheese, fresh. That's up. Here in the States, it's not like that, man. We go run out to the grocery store, we go run to the 7-Eleven or whatever. There's usually a weekly farmers market, like it'll be like once a week, like on Saturdays or something.
Central, grown. You can go to the market every day. Every day you have somebody there selling you tomatoes, selling you cabbage, selling you natural living
Yeah.
here. Because, no, no, sorry about that. It's more of a natural lifestyle here. I said we grow most of what we eat. Our agriculture minister came up with a slogan: "Eat what you grow, grow what you eat." Because at the end of the day, is basically the fuel for your engine. You can't be putting in junk and expecting to be working efficient.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
for me, when I'm walking there right now, it's fruit season. The other day I was walking and I was like, okay, well, it's guava season. Looked up in the tree and saw a guava and just picked it, had some water, washed it off the tree.
So nice, man. I heard a really old interview with Bob Marley's mother, and she said one of the first songs Bob sung was he used to sell tomatoes, right, out on the street, but it was a tomato song. Touch me, mama, touch me, tomato. So it was I remember that interview. It was really cool, man.
It will be awesome going to his house, going to 9 Mile, going to the museum. Been there, but it's gonna be where I'm gonna go and showcase it now. That's gonna be awesome. That's gonna be awesome indeed.
Yeah, yeah, man. The video, oh man, it's gonna be awesome, man. Make sure it's a nice day. You get the
Yes, I'm
get
gonna
the
ensure
good,
it's a nice
yeah, beautiful
sunny
day.
day. And we're not even going to drive the highway. We're not going the highway road. I want you to get all of Jamaica. So while we're passing, I want you to see where they just have people on the side of the road selling fruits,
Hmm.
shops, jerk chicken stalls, jerk chicken centers.
I think it's going to surprise a lot of people too. I've heard the house, the shrine, and everything is just really small. I mean, especially compared to what somebody up here is used to living in. Very small
Yeah,
house.
compared to like an artist that it would be a flop. Then again, no one is a flop artist. That's just I will not take back my talk. But man is the greatest, one of the greatest, I should say. But yeah, regarding I'm like, well then, it ain't a mansion. He doesn't got Rolexes all on the counter or on the desk. Well, it's basically what he found as his home. For me, where a man puts his head, where a man finds comfort, is home for him. So
Yeah.
maybe he didn't want that big lifestyle. Maybe it would get, for me, I'm small. Imagine me in a big ass room. I'll be lost. Our worst case scenario, trying to go to the door. I'm out of breath by the time I reach the doorknob. By the time I reach downstairs, I may have camped, sent out enough messages, watched the entire Game of Thrones season 1 to 7, and yeah, simplicity works. So yeah, we're at 9:42. Nice.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man.
Anyway, Tim says he wants
I
to
can't see the chat because
eat
I'm on my cell phone here.
understand. That's up to everyone that has made it. That's up to everyone that has shown love. 3 people watching now. 17 likes. Thank you all for the love. Wow. Bless up Big Ed 1961. Nice. Brother always showing me love. Bless up Tim. This is for your son, bro. You're more experienced, bro, than me. You've been in the game. I mean, not gonna say you're old. No one's old, but you've been in the game longer than me. What changes? What has changed since your time compared to my time? Is it the same? Um, what's the difference?
The number one thing is information, right? People did not do this before. We didn't share seeds, we didn't share clones, we didn't share any information. They just didn't do it. It was nobody did it, especially the guys with the quality. They wouldn't let go of a clone, they wouldn't let go of any information. That's been the number one thing, the freedom of being able to share. And that's one thing that I took from a few people. When you're growing something really really good, there should be no reason why somebody who is suffering medically shouldn't have access to such a wonderful plant. You shouldn't be able to be the the king of this plant. I feel it should be that's been the main thing, man. As far as that goes, is the information and people putting it out there. The sharing of genetics is really big. I mean, the other thing is, that's it right there, man. The sharing of all these different ideas. I mean, you see what's going on right now with the lighting. You can see the LED guys, and you can see this change kind of starting to happen, right?
Indoors,
That
outdoors,
Yeah,
hydroponic, aeroponic,
right,
you name
right. That's another big thing. It's almost equivalent to the guys who like those old muscle cars, the ones that make a lot of noise and put out a lot of gas and are just badass, to the guys who want the Tesla. It's very similar to that in our community. The whole lighting and LED thing is it's getting next level, man. I mean, it's pretty interesting to see all this going on. I mean, I'm just a bystander, man, just sitting back and watching.
Well,
I'm trying to.
in all honesty, you being in the game is like you're not in the background because there will be times individuals like myself, the young generation. Remember, we're the young generation. You started growing when I was still knee high, running around, getting dirty. So with that, you have information, and now that we're in the era of technology where telling someone hello is as simple as taking your phone out, bap, bap, bap. That's it. So
Mm-hmm.
the sharing of information, the sharing of genetics, different concepts being found, different ways of growing, that to me is most exciting part about the cannabis community right now. Also, what I really love is that we're coming together. We're finally realizing that hey, we can't be apart now because people are wanting their medicine, people are wanting to this plant freely. So guess what? You Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, cannabis community is live on all scenes, and with that, people are just finding themselves drawn to each other because of this one plant. So,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the unity that's coming across, I want that to still grow and become stronger, but to me, that's the biggest change in the cannabis community that I personally see and love.
Yeah, yeah, it is,
And also, with that big, um, yeah, who said it? Sorry about that. Going through this chat and it kind of froze. Yeah, Big Ed 1961 asks, can you grow in Jamaica? And yes, we can grow year round based on our climate, based on our everything. We don't get the winners where it's snow outside. Like no, we don't get snow. We don't get those extremes. Most is hurricane season. We may have to pack up. We may have to harvest early, but other from that, yearly we have sunlight all 300 and 350, 365 days. We got sun. Even when it's raining, you just see a peep of sun out there. That's just the most annoying factor. Rain falling, sun bright outside, and you're wondering if Mother Nature just doesn't like you.
yeah, man. You kind of hit on something there a little bit too, because it's pretty neat seeing what's going on with the cannabis community because you really do have your cross sections of you have your growers, you have your smokers, you have people that really enjoy buying the product, smoking it, and putting it out there and showing people, and that's interesting too. I mean, that's um, not to
Yeah,
mention
people with
some
reviews
of the
and show.
yeah. I mean, because there's some people out there that they're just smokers. They enjoy it. I mean, and they want to show it, and that's kind of interesting too. I mean, because they
Yeah.
it's just it's I mean it's really interesting how this is all going down. I mean, I just did a review for THC Design, a company that is going to be the face of legalization in California. So you're gonna get this little prepackaged deal every time. It's not going to be what we're used to now is going to the club and they have big jars of flour and they pull out and they put it into another little jar and you pay for it and you go. But everything is going to be prepackaged. It's going to be like getting your Snickers bar or you know, your your potato chips. Everything's going to be prepackaged and
Prepackaged, sent to you.
labeled, and we're yeah, it's quite interesting.
It is. I've been watching a couple of these subscription box companies. I like them all. I'm not gonna say who is my favorite. I ain't gonna be with that politics right now, but I like them all, and I love the concept that they bring across, where they're making it more easier for stoners, people that just like to enjoy smoking. Yeah, my mom and my brother in the background. But people that just like to enjoy smoking cannabis, they get their munchies in one subscription box. They get their rolling products. They get their accessories. They get their socks. It's just about the culture, and slowly we're just seeing where it's just evolving.
Yeah, man, you had a great idea. I don't, was that on Keith's show that I heard you say something about an idea? Don't say it, man, because this is something you should actually run with. Did you had an idea about the box?
Yeah, I have an
Jamaican
idea
themed.
for a box.
Yeah,
And for
you should contact them, man, because I don't even think they've even thought about that yet.
trust me, it's been it's basically a 2-month-old idea.
Yeah,
I keep on improving.
Start writing these
Sorry,
things down, man. Start writing them down, man.
trust me, I have a little book that I write it down. So with these little
Yeah.
ideas, I can just put them down where I can always draw back on them. The box is a definite idea that I will be pursuing, even a Jamaican flavor to the cannabis world and other stuff. Trust me.
Yeah, it's a great idea, and I mean, I heard you. I heard you talking with the bamboo tip guy too, not too long ago. I mean, that's
Yeah.
I
The
mean,
bamboo
come on,
tips, I
man.
got it. That's why I'm like, hopefully this is gonna be an hour long, so hopefully people can watch this and enjoy. But regarding the
Oh, they will. They
bamboo,
will.
the chalice, I'm basically holding off on that giveaway. I'm going to do a giveaway soon regarding seeds, but with the chalice, I'm not gonna touch on that because the bamboo needs to dry, and I'm waiting on the tips so I can do a little something for you. I'm not gonna explain what in detail, but just know terpenes and terpene infused bamboo tips and a bamboo chalice. That's all I'm gonna give you. I can tell some grown afterwards, but for everyone else, trust me, there's a
Got you,
lot
man. I got you.
there's a lot of concepts, ideas out there. For me, even with my own company, the designs, the ideas, everything that I have coming to me, even that my girlfriend throws at me to build on the idea is, as a smoker, what do you enjoy? What did you like about weed? What did you like about smoking? What was it that got you into weed? Once you have that mindset, that's the foundation. What you do afterwards is like, God damn, what can I do to make it a bit more easier, a bit more my style, a bit more for me? In my bag, I got bamboo. What I do with my bamboo, I put my spliff in my bamboo and I puff on that. That's my thing. So the bamboo tips was like, God damn it. But it's something that I can work on.
Yeah,
That's a foundation.
and you know what happened recently over there in Florida is, I mean, this might be a little inside information, but I'll go ahead and say it. But a lot of the bamboo tips and the companies that these guys were going through were down in Florida, and I believe a lot of the bamboo fields got fucked up pretty
Level.
bad.
Level.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
they
They
might
really
be
got
looking
leveled.
to Jamaica now for some bamboo.
Well, we have bamboo. No, seriously, we got bamboo. Let me see here. Got this that I'm drying. It's been wet, so I can't get to dry it properly. So I'm having it air dry slowly. With this, what I can do is just cut between the nodes. Put this down. So I've cut between these here. My camera is over here. So cut between the nodes, right? the bamboo is hollow, so all I just need to do is cut it in the segments, and those are my rolling tips.
Wow.
If my spliff is small enough, I just might just stick my spliff in there and hold it like a spliff holder. So trust me, if they're looking to Jamaica, no problem. Just don't take everything. Let us grow back some more.
Yeah, man. That's. I mean, that just started. I heard through the grapevine about the bamboo before I saw the guy come on Tricky D's live with the terp infused bamboo, and then I think that's where I saw you chatting with him on the live, and I said, oh, and then I started putting two and two together, and then with the hurricane, and I heard about all the bamboo fields down there that got messed up, and I was like, oh man, the light went
Well,
out.
if he makes a friend in Jamaica, he can always come and get some bamboo. Like literally.
Yeah.
We're gonna raid some bamboo for the chalices soon. Trust me, we're gonna get a lot. And we're still not going to dent much. We're gonna make it regenerate. We can't be taking too much from the environment, people. Green.
It'd be neat too to see I mean, I know shipping and everything would be expensive, but it'd be neat to get an authentic Jamaican steam pipe, because since everyone's so into vaporizing up here, and I mean, it'd be neat
that's the thing. The chalice is gonna be this
an original.
The thing. Yeah, I'm gonna basically build them as may have a website, may not, but on my Instagram I'm gonna have it available that you can DM me through PayPal or whatever you make your payment, and you get a Jamaican steam pipe.
Wow, man,
steam as a chalice. On the thing, because if I can get the bamboo rolling tips like I want, I can just incorporate both. So you're getting a Jamaican steam pipe, and the tips just gonna actually give it a like. I'm excited for my package of terpene tips. When I get them, I'm gonna smoke them. I'm gonna review them, and I'm gonna see where best I can incorporate it. So you can get. For me, smoking is an art. You gotta enjoy it. You gotta enjoy it.
Yeah.
So we're gonna give you something that you can enjoy.
Yeah, total art form, man. I mean, especially the growers to the hash makers. They're artists, you know.
We're basically hitting the 1 minute marker. So with that, Max, is there any music we can play that won't get me in trouble?
You can play Sweet Trichomes. I think Ben Inya plays that a lot. I think you can play Sweet Trichomes. And then once Hollywood Solo drops some music, we can start playing his music, man.
Now, working with Hollywood, because trust me, to me, Hollywood is like, he has so much, like he has a lot to offer in the music game, and with that, I gotta be supportive of him. I got his back, because trust me, the dude, him up. In Jamaica, we say you're up, meaning you're up there, you're good. So I'm up him, well up. Take it from me, and I'm a critique of music. Rocks my boat, but I do appreciate music.
Yeah, man, me too. And I'm looking forward to hooking up with him soon, man. I can't wait. We got a little surprise here for some people.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, don't expect me to be going into the studio anytime soon. I'll write for you all. I will write away. I will write a diary, a book, an encyclopedia. But I ain't gonna be. Nah. I think the world suffers from my voice enough. They don't want to hear me sing.
Nah, they just want to see your face, man. They just want to see them good looks, man.
Yeah. This is the money right
Natural.
here. This is the money.
It's natural.
Speaking of which, give me a few. I go and get something from in the kitchen. I forgot my cup of juice.
Ah, right on.
And I forgot my lighter. I'm here like, what am I not doing? I'm not smoking. That's what I'm not doing. So to everyone that's in the chat, thank you for being here. I go get something. Just continue show the
Yeah,
love.
man. I'll hold it down.
Now
I'm not
for
sure.
me, you can talk about. Give
I'm not sure
them
who-
one of your best weed stories. Weed
man.
stories. Get one of your best weed stories while I'm away.
I'm not sure who's in the chat, man. I can't see tonight, but I know there's a lot going on tonight. It's a big night in the live YouTube community, so it's a good
Really?
it's
What?
good.
I don't know. I hardly know what's going on. Like my notifications, when I get them, they're late. So I'm running.
Well, you know what, man? I'll tell you what, it's a good time to come on when some other of the big YouTubers are on, because a lot of people are like me where, you know, when I'm watching TV, man, I gotta switch the channel. I can't just watch. I'm constantly switching channels. I do the same
Okay.
thing with the YouTube.
There's gonna be a thing
You
where
know?
you'll be like, hey, this is so and so from, and then you just see this random Jamaican be like, oh wait, we had a Jamaican. Give me a second, so forth. So give them that weed story. One of your best, like, it's a fun moment you had with weed.
Oh, Randy, there's been so many, my man. Oh man. But bless up to everybody that's in the chat, man. Thanks for coming over and checking us out. I know it's a big night tonight. A Growers Roundtable is coming back for the first time in a long time. You had the GMO on earlier, or the GML, Grandmaster Level. You had Melty on. So thanks y'all for checking in, man. We've got a bunch of genetics going out from the sun grown trichome. A bunch going down to Jamaica, and a bunch going all throughout the United States right now, man. So we can't wait to see some videos and something here in the next few months to see what everybody's doing and how everybody's growing. So man, I really don't have any cannabis stories, man. I have so many. That's the problem. I have way too many. I wouldn't be able to pinpoint one. It's too hard, man. I will say though, this. The first time I ever got in trouble for cannabis, for selling weed in 10th grade. Sold some weed to my friend. He got caught with it, told his mom and dad, and then they called the school. Can you believe this? And I got freaking suspended. 10th grade. Trying to help my buddy out with an 8th. And yeah, that was my first time ever getting busted. I was a 10th grade little weed dealer. Can you believe that, guys? I was such a bad kid. Oh man. Well, that's because I was just doing basically like I've always done all my life, right? A cannabis seller. Um, yeah, I guess there is money to be made, but in my experience in selling cannabis, I was just getting free cannabis, right? I would just sell cannabis to get free cannabis. That's it. There was no money to be made at a young age like that. Let's just say. So there you go, guys. A little inside information not a lot of people know about. And who knows if people make it this far in the video. So if you're on the live, you're getting some badass inside info right now. So I'm sorry because I can't see the chat on my cell phone. Sitting here out in the old studio. I got kicked out of the house, got put in the garage. So I'm really glad Randy invited me on. It was it was a surprise to tell you the truth, man. I don't know really what I had planned tonight, but very cool that you invited me on. It's been a long time since I'd done a live, man. I need to do a live one of these days for myself.
I'm still here, just looking
What's
for my
up?
lighter. The evasiveness of a lighter is known by every cannabis user. That's what I said. I don't know where my lighter is. And I had 3.
You check your pockets.
First place, yeah, first place of 3 pockets. I feel like an untidy weed person. Oh, where's your lighter? I don't know. Where's the spliff? Somewhere.
Yeah, or I keep empty lighters for some reason. I have like 10 empty Bic lighters. I don't know why I keep them.
Hey.
It's just it feels bad throwing that away. You know, it's a big old piece of plastic. It's got metal in it. Well, I will take a little rip of this Asian orange for you, man, while you're getting your lighter, bro. Did you mute your mic, Randy? I don't think I can hear anything on my end. I think you may have muted your mic.
Yeah, I muted my mic. I'm still looking for the lighter. Like,
cool,
trust me. As a cannabis user, either your lighter is pocketed by your friend, and you have to wait until the next day. I just can't find a lighter. And it's in your pockets.
Oh, I got it actually, Randy. My bad. It's right here. Here you go. Well, that's cool, Randy, man. I'm glad to see you keeping up with what you're doing, man. I mean, I guess the first time I saw you was on live, and then that's where I saw you for the first time, I think. And it's cool that you're still keeping up with it and doing the lives. People really like you, man, and enjoy you. I really only see your YouTube page and yourself just expanding big time. We'll have to get you in touch with some of the big dogs, man. You say the word, and I'll start getting in touch with a couple of the big dogs there for you, man. Next time they come down to Jamaica, they should be getting in contact with you. There's no reason why they shouldn't be. I don't think there's any other people in YouTube that are doing what you're doing from Jamaica. I wish I had my computer right here. I'd be able to pull that website up real quick. I guess Hollywood's not in here anymore, huh? Let me run. I'm gonna run to the kitchen real quick, Randy, and put you on.
I apologize for that, people. Couldn't find my ladder. Found the stove instead. It seems like sunburn is gone. So, how is everyone? Ooh. So, while sunburn is away, I'm gonna give my weed story. So, happened honestly, like I got a lot, but one off my head was at university. It was late in the night on the campus around the study area smoking weed. So we're there, right? All of a sudden I see my friend gets up, sprints off, jumps over the fence, and is out of the place. I'm like, what the hell? When I'm looking around the corner, that's campus security rolling up, driving up. So I had no time to stash anything. I was like, you know what? Put my spliff, put it down discreetly, and I was there on my laptop because I was actually studying. They came around and were like, hey, what are you doing around here? I'm like, it's midterms, we're gonna be studying, you got a lot to do. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And they're like, okay, make sure you're safe and stuff. And I'm like, yeah. As soon as the campus security drove off, I was like, took you long enough, light up split, puff away. I literally found my friend like a half an hour afterwards when I left. I saw my friend on the different end. She was like, when did they catch you? Then they hold him now. And they said they were just checking that I was okay. I don't know why you run left me for.
Hey, how many people you got in the chat right now, man?
C4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right on,
The
man.
blessing 4, the loyal 4. At the end of the day, it's just a.
Well, Randy, I'll tell you, man. If you want, I'll donate some seeds to your page. If you ever in the future want to do another live, or if you want to do a giveaway, I'll donate 5 seeds to your giveaway, to whatever, like in the future, if you plan on doing something ever like that, I'll help out and donate what I can.
Yeah, that would be really nice.
Yeah, no problem, man.
You need to give back to the community. And guess what? This one of my favorite lighter is finished, but this one, flipper lighter.
Nice.
Let me see here, setting up a link. Then I might just go for the 2 hours if I can get a light. If I can get a light, then I don't need a light. Just give me the light.
It's amazing how fast time goes when you're doing these lives, huh?
You know what? It's 10:16. Let us go for 2 hours. Right, just go for 2 hours. Today.
You know, what's nice too about doing the lives is you'll see people watch it. You know, like they might come and go, but it still counts as a view. As you close your show, next day you'll be like, wow, it's already had 100 views, and you know.
It was there already because 100 people just passed by, showed Randy some love. I'm sending off an email, actually. Rough Cut Tools. They're one of the guys, I said their Instagram page is awesome, their dab rigs are awesome, their bongs are awesome.
Nice.
So those are a couple of the people you need to consider when you're looking into a new rig. As I said, their link is in the description below, and them along with LUXE Productions. They have a lot of glass and lovely glass items. And then it has Sesh Supplies, their glass. First time I saw it, like when they followed me and I followed back and went on to the page, instantly hooked. So there are a lot of glass companies out there. We don't got a lot down here in Jamaica, to be honest. You don't have everyone hitting a bong or hitting a dab rig, but everyone smoking a split. So it would be nice to have those kind of stuff being featured here in Jamaica.
Yeah, that's another thing I think people don't realize, especially the younger 420 community. They don't realize that down in Jamaica, a glass pipe and the dabbing, it took a little bit for that to even come aboard, because that's not equated with smoking cannabis.
You know what? Let's buzz for a bit. Us bouncing stuff off of each other. This whole dab, this whole bong, the glass rigs. That's it. It's not common here. I said, I kind of wish I lived in the States, because if I did, it would be easy for me to be like, you know what? I'm going to check out Rough Cuts. I'm going to check out LUXE. I'm going to be going down to my local head shop to basically upgrade. For me, this is how it goes. Popular here in Jamaica. It's not as frequent. We don't have a lot of it. So what will happen for me to get a glass rig? Either I have to order online, wait a week or two, pay shipping and handling, and I'm good to go. Or I travel to Kingston to St. James, Montego Bay, one of the tourist areas. Find locate.
Yeah, it was just very, very interesting to me to see some Jamaicans dabbing for the first time. It was all on video though when I was watching this, but you'll see, like with an American, our lips will touch the pipe, but it seems that a Jamaican or a Rasta, they'll cup the pipe, no matter what it is, they'll cup it, and then they'll smoke it like that. No matter if it's a $15,000 rig or a $5 rig. I've seen the cup method.
Stuff that I can say is due to even our own culture, because trust me, there will be times where the Rastas are all together, or smokers are all together, and we got this one big ass chalice, and we're popping and we're passing. So to ensure that you don't kiss on the and the mouthpiece too much. You cup it, be like, puff, 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 pass it. Show a little courtesy, show a little respect to your fellow smoker.
Yeah, man, could you school me on the Rastafarians for a little bit? Is there how many sexed are there of the Rasta? Are there? I know the Nyabingi, and I know there's a few other sects of the Rastafarian.
Yeah, Nyabingi, basically, it's the different tribes that are even from Africa itself. Different tribes, basically, they deal with more African spiritual outlook on things, where it's the, for me, even the ankh. I wear this ankh, it's a symbol of they believe in the alpha, the two together. So with the ankh, it's the cross, where it's actually a little symbolism. This is like the womb, the ovary, the egg. This is where the child is born. This,
Yeah,
the
very old symbol.
the male, you know what? Life. This is from life, because this in itself is sex. It's reproduction. It's the birth of new life. Also, there's a symbol on it in the center here. I don't think it can zoom up. Yeah, a little symbol in here.
Yeah, I saw it. I saw that last night, man. When you came on Tricky D's live, I saw that. Now that was one of the first things I noticed about you. You had that necklace.
Sorry about that. About the noise. But yeah, I wear this every day. It's
Okay.
never not on my neck. It's never not
It was
on
just
my neck.
your picture came in really clear last night.
I gotta work on that.
Yeah. No,
So yeah,
it's probably it's just the signal and things like that. I think it's different when someone else has you on the live instead of you
that's
hosting
true.
it. Yeah.
Background in the noise, in the background noise. A lot
That's right,
goes
man, dude.
on.
My daughter's been running around all night trying to get in the shot.
So the rest of it, it's, to me, it's a unique culture in itself. Grew up in a Christian home, but through my exposure, through living here, through even schooling, because a part of history we got to learn about the Rastas. Um, they were persecuted a lot. They were fought against a lot. A lot of injustice was done to them. And to me, personally, me, a Rasta is full being, high spiritual magnitude, if I can say that in an intelligent
Yeah,
way. But
no, very well said. Yeah.
it's like their overall outlook is on love, life, nature. To be honest, there are times I really want to change my diet, but I love meat. I ain't gonna lie. Don't expect me to be eating on too many greens. I will grab a chicken, and I'm the grandson of a butcher, so that chicken gonna get food. But yeah, with their culture and everything, their belief, their respect for their ancestors, their respect for themselves, it's a whole lot. So for me, with the channel, with myself, it's kind of as an excuse as well. I'm gonna dive into their culture. I'm personally gonna dive into their culture. While you're learning, I'm gonna be learning more as well. So
Right.
when I go around, hopefully I can get through to some of the elders, and see where we can just have those visits and record being there. Also, I want to see if I can get a couple of Rastas to get their first dab. That would be awesome.
Yeah, it would.
It would be nice. I need to get a couple grass equipment though. Like when I was in Kingston, I had a little mini bong. Got no back bong no more. Most I got on me is this bad boy right here. Keeps me up in the night. But other from that, need some grass, but it would be really nice going around. I said, showing guys the culture, dabbing with the bubbles from Bubble Hill, and just enjoying myself and ensuring that you guys enjoy it as well.
Yeah, it's well, it's very interesting, man. I mean, because I grew up. I was born in Wilmington, Delaware, and we have a very big Rastafarian community in Wilmington, Delaware. And a big famous story about Bob Marley is he went to Wilmington to go live for quite some time, and he worked in the Chrysler plant up there, the car manufacturing company, and that's right there in Wilmington, Delaware. And probably from I guess fourth and fifth grade is the first time I, was, saw someone with dreadlocked hair, and it just, from there on, my, infatuation, I guess you would say, with the Rastafarian
The culture.
people, the culture, yeah, and just the island life. I just haven't been down in there yet, man. Like I told you, I served in the
You
military with
you
a few
will.
people from Jamaica and Antigua, a few of the islands. It's amazing. There's a lot of Caribbean people that are in the military. You wouldn't think
Yes,
there is, but
that's a
there
bit.
is. Yeah.
There is. Trust me, I know from experience because a lot of friends that I grew up with, they're in the States and they're in the military as well.
Right. Right.
Don't think I would join the military. For me, nah, don't believe in fighting anyone's war. The only war I'm going to fight is the one for love and peace. But your
Yeah.
definition of peace and my definition of peace may vary. May vary. But speaking about Rastas, I don't think I gave the story once up when I went to Blue Mountain and meeting the Rasta called Fire. Fire, yes. Meeting him up there. So it was one Friday. We were planning a 420 escape. 420, we're gonna go up in Blue Mountain and hike and smoke weed and all that good stuff. But we wanted to ensure that we got a good area so we can settle. So me and a friend, we went up. Started about like 7 o'clock in the morning. Ventured off. We didn't even drive. We just took a bus. So we're there on our way to Blue Mountain. Mind you, I have travel sickness. I hate windy roads. And the bus is like this, that. And I'm looking over and I'm seeing hills and I'm like, question, if we hypothetically roll and all of that is going into my mind because seriously, it's a good drive but for people like me that don't. Hey Mr. Sparks lot, like me that don't like the driving much. It was somewhat of an experience. So we're at the foot of Blue Mountain, finally reach two taxis, a bus, and walking through a cow field where a cow was looking at me and I was basically mounting the cow and be like, do something. I will cook you for dinner, breakfast, and lunch. Do something. Oh, turning the next juicy beef patty. So I'm just there mounting, but finally there. We decided we're gonna hike a little bit. So we're walking up, 15 minutes into the hike. We're tired. We ain't doing this no more. The Jeep is driving by. We're like, hey, can you drop us up a bit? Sure, jump in the back. In the back of the Jeep. And mind you, Blue Mountain temperature tends to be humid, cold, and it's Caribbean, so it changes. So rain fell earlier, so we're in the back of the Jeep. It's a bit wet, and I'm like slipping and sliding and holding on, and like yeah, and then there's a bump. So yeah, end up going in the Jeep, hiked a little bit more, and yeah, while hiking we got weed from every corner shop we could get weed from, and Then we were walking by and we just saw this one hut. It's one little house. This hut. I can't call it a hut because it was actually a hut. There were houses there, but there was that hut. And I just saw this little wheat tree growing at the entrance of the hut, and we were like, yep. Not to be stereotypical, but we were like, yep, or someone did this, or someone must did this. So funny enough, when we journeyed and found the last bar or corner shop we found and bought weed, we were there and talking to the Rasta guy, and he was telling us about the mountain and the coffee and stuff. He said, you know what, I'm gonna bring you back to my place and show you some weed and stuff and stuff. While walking by, and we're like, okay, we're going back to the same place. Then we're like, wait, hold up. That lives at the hut with that one banja tree. While in the hut, rain fell. Then we were just talking and just vibing off what's grown up there. They got a lot of purple because of the climate. They got a lot of white eyes. And trust me, he showed me this black ice tree that the branches were literally, the stem was literally black. I would say it was literally black how dark it was. And I'm there like, oh my God. And it was starting to flower. And I'm like, oh my God. I was like, can I take it? No. But yeah, and then everything got cold. I had to bring out my sweater and everything. Everything got cold. He was like, you know what, I'm gonna give him some of the punch. Lo and behold, he took out this bottle. It was like a rum bottle, but he filled it with his own concoction. It's a concoction of punch, like made with weed and I don't even know, roots. I don't even know. And then there's like, you know what, take a carful. I'm like, what if I double shot it? What if I take two carfuls? I'm like, none of that. It's alright, cool. First cark. I literally felt everything from my throat to my chest to my entire body warm up. And I shivered like, whoa, what was that? No, what was that? Yeah, man, it worked. So at times, it's good to be around them because you get to learn a lot of culture, weed, and stuff. I get some good concussions from them that you don't even know possible. So weed punch will make your body shiver and make you shake one time and be like, what did I just drink? That was not normal with liquid. How going, Mr. Sparks?
How you been, bro?
They just decided to do a live stream, put out more content. Sadly, I'm supposed to inform my company that I'm going live, but this was just a live because I didn't have any content out for the week. I've been too busy. But I'm gonna be going officially live soon so I can have the word out. But thanks for being here. Thanks for everyone that was tuning in, that's tuning in now. Yeah. We're gonna go on your end. I saw yesterday they have a whole heap of work to do, like tearing down boots and all that. But no.
Yeah, we finished up today. I'm exhausted, bro.
I can see it.
What you grubbing on, man? Carne asada taco?
Nah, Subway, steak sandwich.
Oh, a little Subway. Oh, okay.
That's how I
I
stay
thought that
skinny
was
like
a
Jared.
taco.
I gotta stay skinny like Jared. Give me a sec.
Well, man, I'm sure you're burning a lot of calories there at work too, man.
I hear something funny. Like when smoking weed or anything, I don't gain weight. Yeah, I just stay at one level, jump up a bit. But the only time I would gain weight is if I go to the gym because I'm not body fat. I'm muscle. Through cadets, whatever activity I did, kickboxing, it was basically me working my body and getting all muscular and burning away body fat. So for me, it's not a fact of getting fat. or trying to burn the weight of this or being skinny because skinny people eat a lot. And I'm a weed smoker, so that niyama. In Jamaican terms, niyama that. And all the time again, something is on the gym. Yeah, behind all of that, I don't know. I do not question it. I just enjoy it. Christian, what's your go-to snack when you have the munchies?
Man, cookies and milk.
You know what? We have people in the chat. People in the chat. What's your go-to snack when you have the munchies? Like the first thing you think of having, and you know you're gonna enjoy it. For me, it's Oreos. I just love chocolate. So
Oh man. Yes. Oreos dip. You can dip in the milk to get it just soft enough so when you bite it, it's just like, oh yeah.
all right, we have like a coconut bread here. Like that is like the bakery factory here. They make these coconut breads that I just die for. That instead they get coconut shavings within the bread as well. So
Yeah, man.
something chocolatey, you want to see with that coconut bread.
You know, they've got the my wife is she's Mexican, so we do go shopping at some of the Mexican grocery stores, and they do have a really good pastries department. Like the Mexican pastries are so good, man. Just all different kinds, and oh my gosh, made fresh daily.
The beauty of it because I can bake, I can cook, especially can. But shh, don't tell anyone. Yeah, I love bake stuff. To be honest, I'd rather snack on a baked good than anything else if I had the choice. So, growing up, I had like banana pudding, potato pudding, carrot cakes, and these are all made from scratch. And trust me, that was like, oh god, apple pies. No, look at it's a miracle I didn't become a fat child. It's a miracle.
You know, it's probably good that you don't have a McDonald's and a freaking
We,
Carl's
we,
Jr. on every corner either.
we didn't have a McDonald's. We got Burger King and KFC, but we had a McDonald's. We have a Wendy's. We have a TGIF. What else? I think
Do you have a
Starbucks is
Pizza
about
Hut?
to come.
Do you guys have Pizza Hut?
Pizza Hut and Domino's.
Domino's, okay.
But to
Yeah.
me, Pizza Hut is better. I'm just saying, to me, Pizza Hut is better.
Yeah, well, you know, I was going to say every country I've been to, from Russia to Morocco, there is always a KFC and Pizza Hut and a McDonald's in every country. They're worldwide, man.
Hmm. Nah, I won't do it. I have a concept of food truck idea, munchies
Yeah.
food truck idea. There's no way we just find the different weed spots and like roll up
Mm-hmm.
and just turn on the ice cream music, knowing that you're selling tacos and fries and all that good stuff.
Yeah, yeah. That gets, you know, pretty bigger cities. They'll have like 10 food trucks pull up, and it's like they'll have a band and they'll have the food trucks, and the whole event will be centered around the food trucks. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah. What we have is the fruits, man. There was a moment in time we were there, we were all intaking on our cannabis. And lo and behold, this random angel descended from the heavens with coconuts. And we bought as much coconuts as possible. Everyone had a coconut. And when we finished, cut the coconut, eat out the jelly. So it was, I don't know. I, I don't eat a lot of junk food like burgers and stuff. I consider that junk food once it has too much oil and all that. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, I gotta be going back around the back, getting some album, be scrubbing on this good stuff. As guys, I'll say this to my viewers and to anyone that is gonna watch. As guys, once you're ugly, we don't got makeup for that. Women they got makeup. They can be like, okay, I got a pimple, we're gonna fix that. A guy who got a pimple, we're gonna live with that. You cannot afford to be eating stuff that are gonna make your face break out. The only way you do that is you know that you're gonna break out, but it's one of those cheats in your diets that you do. Like
Yeah.
people that know that they're lactose intolerant but still have like a spoonful of ice cream, knowing that they're gonna basically destroy the bathroom. You can see with that. But people know what you're putting in your body. And trust me, having a lactose intolerant friend, you learn a lot. Like, no, you cannot eat this. Take one spoonful. Done. Don't sit down for the rest of the day.
Yeah, it
Speaking
is
of which,
strange how humans we still tend to want to drink milk even though we're adults. You know, it's a really strange thing.
it's like, I think we're like cats in a sense. You ever had a cat
Hmm.
and you'd be like, don't, and the cat will literally look at you,
Oh
puts
yeah.
its paw on it and be like, are you telling me not to? Touch, touch.
I love my cat, but I know if I were to die in the house, he'd be the first one to start eating me. And my dog would just sit there and be like, "Hey, man." But cats are evil, man. They'll start eating your eyeballs. I love my cat though. He's a good dude.
Anyway, go give some people some shout out. I sent off a email. I said to Rough Cut Tools. Hopefully, yeah. Here, cheers to everyone in the chat. Cheers to everyone that is tuned in. Like and subscribe, and give a shout out to these gas companies. They deserve it. I like them. Hopefully, you guys like them as well. Tell them that Randy sent you. It's LUXE products. Their link is in the description. Rough Tools, Sesh Supplies. All of them, their link is in the description. They have awesome, awesome glassware. Me personally, we want some. Me personally, I go get some in Jamaica. My virgin never go want some, so you go want some. Check them out. I really like what they have to offer. So, randomly shouting out people. On my live, Instagram. If you want to be shout out, if you want to be in the description, I don't mind. I don't need to be having you as a sponsor. Then again, when my sponsor is there, you're gonna know that my sponsor gonna get the spotlight. But I don't mind letting people know of a new brand because trust me, community is what built me. So I want to always give back to the community. Okay, I got 15 minutes before I gotta come off this thing. And yes, a lighter. So I'm gonna jimmerig something and get an arc. Again, do I have any of my old vape pens? What I usually do, I got the vapes with the coils. When I'm out of a lighter fuel or anything, I'm like, you know what? Create heat for me. Hold on it and like, there have been moments I'm lighting with a matches
Oh
with
yeah,
a coil.
I've been there.
And when all else fail on a sunny, hot day in Jamaica, a magnifying glass.
Yeah, that's what I
You
was
have
gonna
been
say.
as a stoner, if you haven't used a magnifying glass to light a joint, we have not experienced true struggle of feeling.
Yeah, a solar bowl.
Crit Stewart 420 from Best Up. He says, I think it was Ben Imia or Madman that showed me your channel. Best up for showing up. Best up for the. This is positive energy, and thank you very much for that. He said, I have an electric stove, so that does not spark much. Oh God. Question: ever had to use an electric stove to sun
What?
comb? Let's say, you ever had to use a um to try heat up something to light a joint? To me, that is
Sure.
still virtually impossible.
Sure, man. I've used stoves, gas and electric.
Um, Big Ed says, axe. I think it's Sungrown. If he heard anything from job interview.
Oh no, no, no. They're gonna. They said I should hear something within the week. So
Within the week.
who said
Positive.
that?
Big Ed 1961.
Oh, right on. Cool, man. Yeah, very, very cool. Big Ed. I'm gonna write that down. Big Ed.
I tomorrow toasters works. So yeah, the thing with a toaster,
Mm-hmm.
mm, I don't trust it as much because if my joint accidentally drops in that and gets stuck, it's me and the toaster. I may have to buy a new toaster by the end of the day.
You
I
might
may
you might
have to
have to
buy.
run out. You might have to run out and go in a car real quick and hit up the cigarette lighter in the car, and then run all the way back with your lit joint all through the house, smoking up everybody.
You know, right? Finally got it. When
Like
you're
a
going,
torch. The Olympic flame. You're running back in towards the hangout.
speaking of the Olympic flame, you ever had a scenario that there's only one lighter? You got your worst case scenario, matches. Your joint is lit. Three matches in the box. Your friend is looking at those three matches for their life. First strike, second strike, third strike is like, dear God help me, third strike, dull. And then you're like, I got you, bro. Pass on the flame to them. The Olympic flame. First, I don't get this lit. I need to get this lit so I can get lit.
Yeah,
Mr.
man.
Spark seems to be doing some stuff. As I said, I always love having the family around, and thanks to everyone for being here.
You know, Sparks talking to the ladies.
Chris, yeah, I would get one hit off of it if I like lighting it in the toaster oven where I puff one. Yes, falls in toaster. Nope. I gonna need a new toaster by the end of the day because it's my Smith. I'm sorry. I'm going to try get it out any way possible, and the times any way possible means a hammer or axe. Mostly a hammer. Mostly a hammer. So give me a second, guys.
The case of the missing lighter.
Dun, dun, dun. I want to get one. I want to get one. More light. You want to hear something funny? More likely, if I go tomorrow on the ends where we normally chill and smoke, somebody's gonna hand me back my lighter.
Yep.
And yesterday was the last time I went there, so somebody more likely has me more likely. And again, there have been days where I have lighters and I'm being handed back lighters. Yeah, yes, like
And for a while, I was using like a little box to keep all my little cannabis stuff all in this like little box, like shelves. It's kind of interesting. The progression, the progression of the stoner. You go from a little box to a frickin' cabinet to like a frickin' bedroom full of shit. Oh man. Let's see what these dudes doing out here. We got some lurkers out here out front. We're gonna make sure everything's okay. Freaking beautiful night tonight. Not too bad for the desert. I think it's about 65 right now. I'm out here in the
Sangram. This is why I love my scented candles. Not only for that fresh aroma, but it helps light my joint. Just saying. Anyone that has scented candles as a stoner has used one to light their joint multiple occasions. Can't find the lighter. I don't know where the lighter is. The case of the missing lighter still continues until the next stream. Dum dum dum. Sangram, you still with me? Hello? Not hearing you. Fine. Yeah, try jumping out and jumping back in. What's up? What's up, everybody? Finally got it working. And cheers, everyone in chat. Cheers. Finally smoking with y'all. Cheers. Now, bless up. More to know, grow. More to know, grow. Bless up. Bless up to stopping by. Says he can't stay, but much love, brother. Much love.
I hear you now.
Awesome. So, I was saying, I love my scented candles because as a stoner, two reasons we have scented candles. One, hide the smoke. Best way, one of it and incense are the best way to hide weed smoke. Two, light your joint with it. You cannot light a bowl, but you can light a joint. Then again, I think people have tried lighting their bowls with the stick candles. So kudos for them. They're at another level than I am.
Yeah, I see some people lighting bowls with their torches sometimes, man. I'm taking that big old torch and
Incinerate the poor weed. It was a little funny enough. My girlfriend doesn't like me smoking, but she would love the idea of me steaming because it's healthier for me. So she want me on vapes more.
yeah, that's the big thing that I've noticed with the vapes, the vapor pens, and the concentrates is the smell doesn't linger too much. So, you know, being a family man when you're out and about,
I'll
vape
do that
pens
when
work out really
like
good.
I'm gonna be working with my bro soon, so I won't have a vape pen. But until then, I'm sorry, I'm old school. I'm classic. I'll be even when I have a bong, I will be rolling up a joint and I'll be puffing on it like Bob Marley.
I know, but you know, man, hey, I've been married for almost 16 years, and my wife is, no, we're complete opposites. She doesn't consume cannabis whatsoever. So over those years, she's definitely gotten smoked out a lot of times, but she really appreciates having the little vape or you know, something discreet. Doesn't smell the whole car up or the whole whatever wherever I am.
There's a van passing by. To be honest, I would love to have a van over a car. Get to throw my stuff in.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, I found some good compost, found some good plants. Throw it all in the back.
Yep.
All in the back.
Yeah, vans are good, man. Plus, if you need a place to crash, you can find a place to sleep.
Trust me, if I have a van, I'd make a roofing or covering for it and have a little tent in there. A little one.
She's exploring.
Yeah. I remember when I was that age, exploring all up in mango trees and trust me, I miss growing up like as a kid, going around the back and just picking fruits. Didn't need any snacks, didn't need any cookies, didn't need anything, just fruits. Now I'm hungry. I'm going to the grocery store.
Did you grow up close to where you live now?
Yeah, it's basically a parish over. It's like a half an hour drive.
Oh, cool, man.
Not too far. Not a lot of places in Jamaica are far, but I still do miss like that lifestyle of just running around and enjoying nature and just being one with it. That's why I love going hiking. That's why I love growing per se because it makes me feel like I'm back with nature. It feels more, it just feels right. I think more people should grow, not even cannabis, but just grow on for themselves.
Oh yeah, herbs, vegetables, fruit, everything, man.
So it's at that hour mark, and we're gonna be heading out. So thank you everyone for tuning in. Thanks for stopping by. Who got to stop by? Bless up to everybody really followed in that chat. As I said, check out the companies on Instagram. I said I like them. I love them. You want some of them products too, so you gonna like it as well. Check out Lux products. Their link is in the description. Lux products. They have glass stuff. They got stuff from stoners and myself. Yeah. Check out Rough Cut Tools. They got some cute ass dab rigs, some bongs. It's lovely. And check out Sesh Supplies. Yo, those companies are about the glass and I love it and you're gonna love it as well. Bless up from Jamaica. It was a pleasure having you. Someone want to say something before we head out?
Nah, just thanks for having me, Randy, man. Thanks for having me on, and anything I can do to help out your YouTube page, man. I'm here
It
for
was
it.
it was a pleasure having you here. I'm always humbled to be amongst you guys. And I said, as we said before, the sharing of information, knowledge. You sharing your experiences with me kind of just helped me to become a better grower, better cannabis, just get a wider scope on the overall cannabis community. Mr. Sparks, back with us. Well, go on, brother.
Wagwan.
My mic was off. My bad, man. I had to take a phone call. It seemed like I could sit here for 3 hours and nobody will do nothing. But the minute I hop on my computer, everybody want to call me and bug the hell out of me. So I had to be daddy and big brother and or uncle or grand. I don't even know what the hell I was just a second ago. But yeah, I'm here, bro. I appreciate you having me on, man. I'm sorry I wasn't here longer, and I'm sorry I'm not all here. But next time, I got you. I promise. I'm just, oh gosh, it's been a rough one, man. I'm trying to keep my head up though and stay positive. So y'all pray for your boy, man.
Will do. Get some rest. You need some rest. You've been working. And get some rest, bro. And it was a pleasure having you here as always. Next live stream will be much planned and everything. Some people that will be definitely watching us at the companies that are listed. I said, just showing them out just because I like their stuff. So next time they will be here, everything will be legit and composite and all of that good stuff. But I said, it was a blessing being here with you guys. Blessing as always. Bless up to everybody with forward there. You know, that's it. Show some love, much respect. Peace out from Jamaica. Much love. One love.